other day, a week ago, by the grace of God, I came into your homes and shared some few itemized message with you. Today too, I believe it's about time I come to you once again to share with you. With the emergence of this COVID-19, it seems like everybody is thinking of how and why we can get out of this. In the end, I've shared so many issues with you over the period, but I felt today I want to talk to you about attitude determines. Even as we learn about how some people succeed in a situation and others fail. By the time we are through, we will discover this truth and it will help us all to get to where we must get to. I believe that I am not going to talk in a vacuum, but I'm going to use an illustration in the Bible to help all of us to succeed, because the personality I'm going to use also succeeded. Listen good as you sit in your seat, in your locations, and believe me, by the time we are through, everybody will give glory to God. Amen. I spoke briefly regarding COVID-19 and its challenges. Regarding these challenges, I want to pick on one or two. This lockdown, which is affecting everybody, it looks like we can't do anything about it. Economy is going down. Issues are getting us worried. But after a little bit of prayer and a little bit of study, I realized something that we need to put at the back of our mind. In all this, attitude determines. So today I want to share with you, attitude determines. Let's turn our Bibles to Ecclesiastes chapter number 9, verse number 11, and I read from the Word of God. I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill. This is where my emphasis is. But time and chance happeneth to them all. Ladies and gentlemen, there is one thing I want to make it abundantly clear to all of us. God gave us time and chance. The chance, there's opportunity. God gave us time and chance or opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody who is on earth has 24 hours to himself, including parents, businessmen, students. All of us have 24 hours to ourselves. Nobody has 48 hours, and nobody has 72 hours. But yet, you ask yourself, in the midst of this lockdown, where we are frustrated, where we feel like nothing can be done, should we throw our hand in despair and say, Ket sera, what must be, must be? I realized that there was a young man in the Bible who had a dream. And as a result of his dream, he was hated. The Bible describing that his father sewed a coat of many colors for him. In essence, he was a lover boy of the father. At a point in time, it happened that his father said he should go and send food to his brothers. Whilst he sent the food to his brothers, something nasty happened. The brothers, because of his dream, decided that they would sell him to make sure that the dream will never become a reality. They took hold of him and they sold him into slavery. He was not prepared for it. The same way COVID-19 came as a surprise to all of us, we were not prepared for it. But let us look at the attitude of the boy I'm talking about. When you read from Genesis chapter 37 to up to chapter 45, you get this story. It's about Joseph. Joseph had a certain principle, and that is what I want all of us to learn out of. Joseph had the 5 D's of life that made him successful. And today, I want to just expose them to all my hearers that COVID-19 and lockdown shouldn't be ket sera, what shall be, shall be. We must put in a plan that COVID-19 will definitely leave us. When it leaves us, are we going to be casualties or we are going to be on top? Ladies and gentlemen, COVID-19, when it leaves, you shouldn't be an irrelevant person. You shouldn't be a redundant person. Joseph was a lover boy, but when he came into slavery, he knew that the tide has changed, so he adjusted. Ladies and gentlemen, I want people to know that in times of COVID-19, we need to adjust our lives. But in adjusting our lives, the first D that Joseph had was that he had a vision, and he was determined. The first D was determined. He was determined that that vision will not be lost on him. In COVID-19, businessmen, remember, it will leave. Don't lose sight of the fact that business will still come back. Am I talking to parents here? We should be so determined that irrespective of the challenges around COVID-19 and the lockdown, our children will be parented well. We will help them to do whatever they have to do. We will help them. In view of that, he took a decision. He said, yes, I have come out of a place, but now I am in slavery. I will adjust. I will make sure I will abide. I will make sure that my vision will not be lost on me. I'm talking to a student here. Your vision should not be lost on you. I'm talking to a parent here. Your vision for your children should not be lost on you. I'm talking to a businessman here. Your vision to make one of the gargantuan business should not be lost on you. She took it. That is the second day he took a decision. And in taking that decision, there is one thing that he decided. The next day was that in whatever situation I find myself, I'll be diligent. He became so diligent in Potiphar's house to the extent that Potiphar have to leave everything into his care. Ladies and gentlemen, the mere fact that we are at lockdown does not mean that we have to throw ourselves somewhere and abandon things. We should be diligent. This is where I'm talking to some parents here. Take your time, teach your children. Throughout this particular time, I've seen the essence and the importance of teaching and the teachers. Teachers, I say, God richly bless you wherever you may be. But listen to me, as a parent, we need to really handle our children. Continue from where the teacher left. Continue. Businessman, yes, there will be employment, there will be job losses, but that should not stop you. Yes, the economy is going down, capital will be going down, but that should not stop you. You can still plan. You can still plan. I said you can still plan. There were other things that came in. Look, whilst we are going through this lockdown, there are going to be distractions. And as a result of these distractions, we need to be defiant. That is the next D I'm talking about. I'm talking about the 5 Ds of life. We need to be defiant. When Joseph got to the house of Potiphar, and because of his diligence, because of his decision, and because of his determination, you know what really went on? It came to pass that the wife took cognizance of him, but he was defiant. He said, I know where I'm going. Am I talking to a certain student here? You don't allow the situation to compound you so that you throw your books somewhere. You need to be defiant and say to yourself, I am not going to give in to anything. That will frustrate wherever I am going. Everybody here, at the sound of my voice, you have somewhere going. Let us be defiant about the distraction that will come our way. The next thing is discipline. The next thing is discipline. It's so important. Discipline is so important. We need to discipline ourselves. We need to come to a place to say to ourselves that this one, I'm not ready for it. This one, I'm making sure, even if it will mean I have to take time and learn, I will learn. As a parent, if it takes time that I have to prepare myself, I'll prepare. As a businessman, as people who are Christians, as pastors, we need to take time and learn so that we can feed the people that are under us. Because COVID-19 will never stay with us forever. It will never stay with us forever. It will definitely change. It will definitely leave the same. I'm seeing it leaving the same. I'm seeing it living the same. I'm seeing it living the same. It's so important. Let me say this. In times like this, it's a time that we need to have the 5 Ds. We need to be so determined. We need, apart from being determined, we need to have a decision. We need to be diligent. We need to be defiant to our distractions. And we need to be disciplined. And regarding this discipline, we need to stand for what we believe. I'm going to conclude on this message. It's a very simple message I just want to bring to your home. The Creator decides and the creation discovers. Nothing should put us down. Lockdown has come. COVID-19 has come. The Creator has decided to allow it. But we have to discover. It shouldn't bring us down so that we can get to the next level of our life. Let us apply the 5 Ds. It made Joseph a success. And I believe, as you are hearing me, it will make you a success. After COVID-19 is past, I have some prayer points I want to share with you quickly so that you pray alongside. Number 1, prayer point. We should have the type of paradigm Joseph had that made him to be successful. That is the 5D. He had that paradigm, and so he was able to succeed. Yes, COVID-19 has not come to be permanent. It will definitely go. Nothing is permanent apart from God. Everything shall pass away. That's what my Bible says. So COVID-19 will also pass away. Number 2, prayer point. Declare that in your time of adjustment, you'll be 10 times better than your peers. Why? Because you're going to apply all these 5 Ds of life, you'll be 10 times beyond your peers. And let us take Daniel 1, verse 20. That is where. Then, prayer point number 3. We are decreeing that COVID-19 when over will not make you redundant and irrelevant. We shouldn't be redundant or irrelevant. We saw that Joseph's brothers thought by selling him into slavery, they thought his vision, he has become irrelevant, he has become redundant. But in the end, they came to realize that it is not him that will it, nor him that ran it, but it is the Lord that showeth mercy. The Lord showed him mercy. And the vision, because he adopted the 5 Ds as a paradigm, he got to where he must go to. And the dream he had became a reality. The 4th, declare that the works of your hands will yield increase continually, even after COVID-19. We saw that with Joseph. Everywhere he went, he has to adjust. He realized that dream brought him pain. Now he adjusted by interpreting dream for people. And as a result, it made him to increase. I declare that the hand of the Lord come upon you as you hear this word. If you have given up easily, I came here to let you know that don't give up. You have 5 Ds to guide you, and you will make it. I leave my peace with you. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.